out of weather. That's how I feel about this Wednesday. Welcome to episode 14, where we realize by looking at my head, I'm not a tween. So we're going to make my mother's pita bread. This is a recipe we grew up eating daily. So let's start. First, 3 cups of flour. Two, 3. Kind of like how many hairs I have left on my head. Then we're going to put in a tablespoon of sugar. One and a half teaspoons of salt. And I'm going to figure out how to put this recipe in the captions or something. All right. There's the salt. 1 and a half teaspoons of yeast. Okie dokie. And that's the dry ingredients. So then what we do, give it a little mixer. Okay, I'm going to use something I created called Yeast Excel. If you're interested in making bread and accelerating the process by almost twice, if not, the more you add, the quicker it goes crazy. Comment, I'll send you the recipe. Or, if you don't want to make it, comment, and I'll sell you a bottle. It's all natural. It increases the rise time naturally. It improves the elasticity of the dough. And it's just, I'm lazy, man. I don't want to spend all day mixing stuff and waiting. I'm ready to accelerate. So I use my Yeast Excel. That was a half a teaspoon. Now, for the wet stuff, I have 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt. Okay. And 2 tablespoons of Earl. Sorry guys, I thought I had everything, but you know, it's Wednesday, it's hump day. Maybe I shouldn't think about that. Okay, there's my tablespoon of oil. I will now add in this cup 1 cup of warm water. Okay, we flip this down. Whoa, baby, that ain't the lock. Turn it on stir, low, or if you want to do this by hand, it's very easy to do by hand. Drizzle in our water. I like to tap the bowl once again because I'm impatient. Yogurt's good. Okay. Now we'll increase it. We're going to let this mix for 7 minutes. 6 or 7 minutes. That's for you, Addison, and all the tweens out there. And I'll be back when it's done a-mixing. So here it is, a-mixing. Turn it into a dough ball. At this point, it's called a shaggy dough. Ah, Scoob, I could really go for some pita bread. So then, once it's picked up everything, pick it up. Number 2, they say, but I think that's only if you're using max amount. And we're gonna let it mix. See you in a little. Okay, y'all, this is the yeast Excel. It's just a powder. See? This is brand new. But you know, I'm lazy, so I don't change the date. And now, the kids think it's a very big secret. Really works. I can't tell you enough. If you like making yeast breads, this is the way to go. Okay, so just a little bit of old fat man wisdom. If your dough is riding in the center as it's mixing, it's good. If the dough is sitting on the bottom and mixing, it's too wet. And if the dough's trying to get out of the mixer, it's too dry because it's trying to find water. So this recipe, everything should fall right in the middle. If it's too dry, add a tablespoon more water until it rides in the center. If it's too wet, add a tablespoon more flour until it rides in the middle. The point being, this is a neutral dough. It just wants to be happy. It just wants to be left alone. So this is what I mean by riding in the middle. You can see, if you look at the very bottom, so if the camera doesn't get the mix, it's just barely a little bit sticking, but you can see it's cobwebbing. The glutens have formed. It's been about 17 minutes. Thanks, LSU. 7 minutes. So I'm gonna turn it off, unlock it, raise it up, and look at that beautiful dough. Now, I'm gonna pull it off the hook. I'm gonna spray the bowl with oil. I'm gonna cover it, no kneading, and I'll see you back in about an hour. Arrivederci. I like arrivederci. Ciao, Bella. Covered for your protection. Let it rise, let it rise. All right, we're back. 1 hour, you can see how puffy and beautiful this dough looks. And it kinda leaves a dent. So now we're gonna make or portion the bread. And I'll show you my trick. Please hold while I access your account. All right, so now we're gonna portion the dough. I'm gonna show you my cheating. This is how I cheat. I take my scooper, this is an ice cream scoop, 4 ounce, flour it once, and I dig into the dough, and that makes a dough ball. See? 2, 3. Now these aren't exactly 4 ounces, but this makes them all uniform, the same basically size. Much quicker than weighing or guessing and all that. And so we got 7 doughs, 7 dough balls. Now we'll just cup my hand over them, make the ball a little tighter. Just about done. All right. I give to you 6 pita bread dough balls. Now, we have to let these rest for 5 minutes. 5 minutes max. And then we'll be back. Okay, so we're down to our last 2. Like I told you, we're gonna do the falahin. Can you say that with me? Falahin, or peasant bread style. So they wet it with the water, the balls, and then it goes into wheat bran. This stuff right here, right there. Which you can use wheat germ will do the same thing. So you press it into that, and then you pull it forward, and you're going to roll it into the wheat bran. I kind of like it this way because it makes it uber crunchy and gives it a little sweetness. But this is the most popular pita in Cairo, and I could never figure out, you know, as a kid, why it was so popular, but they saved money on flour by using the whole thing. So there it is. And just kind of give it a little pull. We'll set that over here. And then we'll do number 2, electric boogaloo. Once again, a little bit of water on your hand into the wheat bran, wheat germ, the wheat stuff. We used to think this was healthier as kids. Yeah, it's not healthy, schmalthy. Bread is bread. I use best flour that I found is the King Arthur Galahad, which I get really inexpensively at Restaurant Depot. If you don't have one in where you are, there's bound to be one close. And you get 50 pounds for under 20 bucks. And you don't need bread flour. You just, you know, the more you need it, the more it becomes glutinous. The less you need it, the more fluffy. So that's our peasant bread done. Now I'm gonna take you up high and down. Okay. Now we're going over to the air fryer.
But wait, Happy, what if I don't have an air fryer? Then use the oven. You can do it 2 ways. You can put it on a sheet pan, heat the sheet pan in the oven, 400 degrees. I mean, it's gotta be screaming, y'all. Or you can just lay them on the grate, and they'll puff right up. But in this, I found it delivers the best. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is about this, and it's fast, super fast. So I go to air fry, I preheated it, and then 390 degrees, and I hit start, and I'll grab one of our breads. It's been resting for a little bit. It's kind of risen, as you can see, and we can very much thank the yeast excel for this. And then after 30 seconds, I don't know if you can see it. Okay. I stop it. I lay it in the air fryer. Just like that, see? There it is. In the air fryer. And then I hit start. And what I like to do, because I'm not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, is I take it down to 4 minutes and let it go.
Okay, 3 minutes in. You can see it's kind of puffy. Kind of like me after a lot of Guinness. So okay. So now, as you can see, Pita bread. We flip it over, and we'll go 2 more minutes. You stinker. Oh, I wish y'all could smell this. Reminds me of being a little kid and overeating all my mom's bread with a stick of butter. I could fit approximately 1 stick of butter in 1 pita. Oh, so good. So very good. Okay, 1:30 left. Y'all want to take a peek? Yes, we want to take a peek. Open. There you go. Okay, that's a peek. Now I know that a lot of the pita bread recipes that y'all are going to see on the internet and stuff is just flour, water, salt, maybe some sugar. and maybe some oil. But this is the way the Egyptians make their pita bread. Light, fluffy, yummy. The yogurt makes it fluffier. The oil makes it tender, yet it still has bounce, and it'll hold a ton of food. You can split it in half, open it up, you know, the pocket, and it's just wonderful. I hope y'all like it. And I'm going to ramble because we only got 30 seconds left, and I'll edit whatever I need to out of it, but golly gee, people, can't you give me 30 seconds? Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, look, ta-da! Turn it off because I burnt my hand. Look how pretty that is. Both sides, golden brown. Look, see, that's the top, or the first part. That's the second. We take the lid off of a container. It can be a pot. It can be whatever. And we throw that in there. And then we close it back. And the steam helps it kind of relax and get more tender. So I'm going to continue to cook. And when we get to the falahin bread, I'll come back to you. All right, take a look. That's as bloated as me after a Chinese buffet. Okay, here we are. This, the wheat bran, is going in the air fryer. As you can see, we close the air fryer. We hit bake. We hit bake again. We go up to 350. We hit time and we drop down. Don't you love the way this thing even holds aluminum foil? It's so nice. We go to 4 minutes and we hit ignite. I'll be back. Now, that's our peasant bread. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It's so nutty and so good. Okay, that goes in. This one comes in. That goes on there. We cover it. We're gonna put it in. Bake. 350. Time. 4 minutes. See you soon, y'all. All right, that's the end of our pita bread making. I'll shut her down. There it is. God, ain't that beautiful. I can hardly wait till that cools down so I don't burn my gums. Remember, find something to put these in and let them seal so they steam and they become so amazing. And see, here they are. I can hardly wait. I got my hummus in the refrigerator and my mind on the hummus. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Like, share, comment, repeat. Or you can hate, spew meanness, and never watch me again. That's your choice. This is America still. Love y'all. And remember, hug someone, kiss someone, smile, smile, smile. That's how I'm losing so much weight. All I'm doing is smiling. So, love y'all. I'll post this in a minute. Bye. Okie dokie. Here's the recipe. 3 cups of flour. 1 tablespoon sugar. 1.5 teaspoons salt. 1/2 teaspoon yeast Excel. If you want to use it, comment and I'll send it to you, the recipe, or you can buy some. 1 tablespoon
oil, 2 tablespoons yogurt, and a teaspoon and a half of yeast, and a teaspoon and a half of salt. You'll also need 1 cup of warm water. Not scalding hot, but, hot tub hot. Or somewhere in there. Tepid. There's a fancy word for you. So that's what goes into the recipe. It's not a lot. It's real easy. I've got my Krusty the Clown look going, so hang in there. Love y'all. Bye.